I don't want it to suffer, and I'm thinking that I could maybe potentially harvest it to eat, so I'm going to try and put it out of its misery.
Okay.
So what would that be? It would be just a hit die, or...
Hold on a sec. It is... What the heck is it? Trying to find its image here. We'll just go with that one. Well, crap. Okay. Okay. I can't find a good image of it, which I didn't really have one prepared. So, it looks like an enormous horse-sized black moth with it's got like dark purple wings that are almost black. They're shiny, shiny black.
All I'm thinking of is the Venomoth from Pokemon.
Yeah. So anyway, it's falling, and you're wanting to attack it again.
Yeah.
Well, you can, because it's fumbling around trying to, So go ahead and you get another attack.
Okay. Is this just a straight attack?
Yeah, it's a missile attack if you're attacking it with your bow.
Okay. So roll. I got a 12.
And a 12. So the arrow was kind of batted away by the fluttering of its wings.
Okay.
And it's trying to get to its feet.
Well, that means it's probably going to come after me, so I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
So that's 22 this time. Haha.
Sweet. Roll your damage.
Okay. Damage is... And this is a critical again, right?
Yes. Over 20.
Okay, so D6 plus 4 is an 8 times 3 is math that I can't do because I never learned my 8s times
24.
because I'm
24.
dyslexic.
It's 24.
24, okay.
Okay, so the second shot, you get a good shot, and the arrow goes in right behind its head, and it skewers it, and it dies.
Okay. I want to say that I would have some sort of ritualistic thing that I would do when an animal dies and I harvest its carcass, for food and clothing and rope and stuff. So I'm going to perform that, whatever it is, like in the name of that, may your spirit go on to continue to be something greater, or something along those lines. And I don't worship that. I worship Girl, Glitter Gold, but who cares?
Okay.
Which I can change that anyway, because this is the character that I rolled up in the how-to video. So I'm assuming that, like, from now on, my characters are going to worship that, which I'm going to change right now. You're okay with me doing that, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
So, in the name of that, I hope your spirit continues on to be something greater. And thank you for being part of something bigger than yourself. And then I tried to reclaim my arrows.
Okay.
Which, that reminds me, our audience has no idea who that is. I propose that we do a video explaining our own pantheon that we have created with that drain, rain, cloud, and all that stuff.
Stream.
What?
It's stream.
It's stream. And we shall include these in a different video. So right now, just bear with us. I hope it won't come into play very much with the Barbarians, but
Right.
Or will it? Actually, it will, because you mentioned stream early on in the description.
That's
which
right.
will be in the description box, or how are we going to do that? Are we going to do a...
We'll figure that out.
Overview of the Okay.
Pantheon. Yeah.
We'll do the Pantheon, and then we'll include the description with like maybe just you reading it as just you, and then we'll worry about that later.
Okay.
So.
All right. So.
Wait, would I worship that?
That.
Or would I worship someone else of the deities, the Pantheon?
I don't know.
Where is the Findelinderbopt clan in all of the religion ties?
I'm not really sure at this point. They might just be pantheonic. The elves of Nordland.
So they're just kind of like they're like Japan, where they believe in all of it, but they're not exactly like religious.
Right. That could very well be.
Okay, that makes sense.
They worship the mountain.
Like they believe it, but they don't abide by it.
Right.
And that's not a good way to put it, but that's all I can.
Yeah, they believe in it, but they're not slaves to it. They're not priests.
Yeah. So where were we?
Well, yeah. What are you doing? Are you?
Well, I do that. The may that give you more, and then I'm gonna see if I can recollect my arrows because I only have 20.
And one of them is broken.
Did you roll for that?
Yes, I did. You see the rolls?
Yes.
You fired 3 arrows.
So I got a 14.
The first one that you hit it with broke. I guess it landed on it and broke. And the other 2 are okay.
Okay, so I have 19 arrows now.
Yep.
This is a very important thing to do when you're gaming, is to remember your ammo. I had a horrendous time with this when I was a kid, because I would always write down that I had 50 of everything, and then I wouldn't change it at all. Until Dad noticed me doing that. He's like, why aren't you changing your ammo? I'm like, oh, I completely forgot. It's very important to remember.
It is.
Okay, so is it harvestable at all? Like is the meat edible? Or
it's an insect. It's a moth. It's the size of a horse. So the inside is full of bug guts. And it doesn't actually make a fortitude save.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking that, we're a clan in the mountains. We probably would eat bugs of some sort.
It's possible.
Probably wouldn't bother us too much. Okay, fortitude. That's 5. Yeah. 25.
25. Okay. It smells really off.
I have guts of steel.
Really, but it doesn't really affect you at all.
Okay, it just smells weird.
But it doesn't smell edible at all.
Okay. What about its wings? Could they be like a tent or clothing or anything like that, or fishing net? Something for me to fly over the edge?
Well, that's a noble thought. If you had, it'd be like,
just falling.
Yeah. falling and
falling and dead. He didn't pass the test.
But it doesn't seem like there's anything salvageable from it.
Okay.
It's just a big dead bug, and its wings they're leathery, but they're fragile. It's very thin.
Okay.
I mean, they're holding up a creature the size of a horse, but they're like the size of yurts.
Okay.
You could probably build a shelter out of them.
That's what I was thinking. Just do that for tonight, because I don't have a tent. I've just been sleeping in a bedroll, so I'll probably make a tent out of it. And maybe, is there any way that I can compact it and take it with me? I mean, that would probably not. I mean, it probably only work for about a week before it decomposed. But
do you have any kind of leatherworking or hide tanning skills of any
I have alchemy.
Well, you can make a potion out of it.
Potion of
pour the bottle out. Tint. A potion of nope. Yeah, it would. That's a pretty big order for someone with no skills. I mean, survival. If you made a survival roll, you might be able to do it.
Right. Okay. I would like to make a shelter out of it and, stay the night there before
Yeah.
I try folding it up and, trying to make it compactable.
Okay.
That way I don't
All
ruin
right.
it before I can use it.
So you need to make a survival check.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can you hide your rolls from us?
Mayhaps. I mean, I've also got my my actual dice here that I can roll if I want to.
Okay, I got a 23 for my survival check.
Okay, so yeah, you only needed to beat a 15, so you're good.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you roll it up.
Huh? Well,
Are you rolling it up, or are you building a shelter?
I was gonna build a shelter with it, but first, I wanted to check out those dudes that were down the river a bit more first to just, see what's going on, see what they're doing and stuff. I did not forget about them. I was just more concerned about me living.
Right.
But
okay, so
before I do, I want to pick a hiding spot in case something like that happens again.
Okay, so you can take 20 on a hide if you prepare it well enough, which if you have time to do so, you can. So you can take 20 on a hide and gaze over the side of the cliff where you see these creatures that you've never seen before. You see like beasts of burden and things being pulled and like wagons and stuff and things that are much larger than men, and you see these very small number of actual people. They seem to be controlling the whole thing.
Okay.
And
are they like taller gnomes or bigger gnomes or?
they look like human beings. They look like humans.
Would I know what a human?
And you have
looks
seen
like?
humans before.
So okay.
Yeah, you've seen your tribe has had dealings with other, travelers in the area. You're not like this fierce, isolationist group.
Okay.
You're more like you're a tribe of gnomes that live in the mountains and trappers and other human barbarians and rangers and all kind of woodland types. You're on friendly terms with a couple of druids in the area and so forth.
Okay.
So you know what humans are, and there are humans that seem to be leading this procession. There's hundreds of creatures.
Okay. I'm gonna make. Are they like wearing any sort of clothing that marks them as like a tribe or a clan, or are they like individuals?
They are similarly dressed. They're dressed in dark blue outside, not like adventurer gear or whatever, but they're dressed in like dark blue, mostly dark blues, pants and shirts, and some of them have white shirts, but they have dark blue vests and some general riding clothes. Some are on horseback.
Okay.
So some of them actually have, they're in wagons with like a woman next to them.
Okay, so it looks like a caravan then, and not just
kind of, yeah.
Like, because I'm thinking that they might be like a village moving, and that would make me wonder why. They're coming from over. Can I actually see, like, is there any like smoke or any devastation coming from the direction that they're coming from?
Not really, no.
Okay, so it's not like they were raided or anything.
No.
Okay.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Well, since I was setting up camp, right?
Yeah.
No, we were past that point. I'm just standing on top of a waterfall.
Right.
So what time of day is it?
It is. It's getting close to evening.
Okay. So do I see them starting to set up camp at all?
Yes.
Okay. Which means that they're traveling a long way. So I'm probably going to start setting up camp too.
Okay.
Are they the only ones down there? Or are there, like I don't have any way to signal...
There's large humanoid... What?
I said there's no way for me to signal them unless I use, like, a signal fire.
Right. Then make a roll a spot check.
Click. And then spot is 6, 5, 4, 6.
3, 2, 1.
9.
9. Okay.
It's not
What
like
is
I
your
need to tell
hide
you.
skill? What is your hide skill?
I don't have it. I just have a dex of 4.
Your dex of 4?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a 4 modifier. I have an 18 dex, just to be clear. For those who don't know modifiers.
You begin setting up camp, and you hear something, and it sounds metallic against the rocks on the cliff.
Okay.
Like tink, tink, tink. So what do you do?
I guess I don't want to peek, because it'll be like, what are you doing down there? So
Yelp.
I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing, so I guess I ready my bow and take cover.
Okay. So right next to you, very, very close to you, you see this grapple come up and go tink, 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 tink.
Ah, okay. I thought it was climbing
It
equipment.
pulls down. It is.
Well, I meant
I
thought it was
grappling
like the foot stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. Crampons.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's attached to a large ballista type arrow. So they fired something up onto the cliff, and it drags back and hooks on a rock with some roots sticking around it. And the rope goes twang tight, and that's all you see.
Okay. Now, the only thing that I saw was a clan of humans herding beasts of burden. A few thousand, 100,000 feet away in the distance.
100,000 billion miles away.
I've got eyes of hawks, remember?
Caw, caw.
Away, my
Right.
pretties!
Wow.
So, I didn't see anything in between me and them. So,
Right.
I don't know if those
You
are...
do notice that among the beasts and the people, there are creatures like ogres that are carrying large and pulling large things.
That's not good for little me. That's not good for little me. While I might be a barbarian, and I might be a fearless munchkin, I am not a fearless munchkin.
Right.
I'm still very tiny. So, I will, I know my place, and know when I'm beat, so I hide. And
Yeah,
I prepare myself in case I need to defend myself.
Okay.
So, do I
So-
need to roll a hide check or anything?
Well, you can maintain your hidden position.
Okay, cool. Well,
Okay.
where I was hiding, I
And,
was kind of hiding over the, okay, if this was the edge, I was kind of, hiding, right here to make sure that I could get a clear view of what was going on.
Okay.
So, I don't...
All right.
I might
So-
want to, scooch back into the brush a little bit better. I won't need to reroll.
Okay, so
Will I?
no, you're good. Okay, so you hear them grunting and straining and climbing their way up, and these pair of really large, monstrous-looking guys come up, and
No.
they're
like guys,
like
like humans, or like just
7-8 feet tall.
They're not.
They're
humans.
like they're not human. You can't tell if they're orcs or bigger, but they're like 7-8 feet tall, and
well, I am.
they walk around.
I'm just gonna let you know.
Huh.
I'm just gonna let you know. I speak orc and goblin. That's
Okay.
I speak gnome, common, orc, and goblin. Just to throw that out there.
All right.
Continue.
So they're up there looking around and grunting and snorting and sniffing, and one of them looks at the other and he says, "What is?" And you can see them just fine, and he nods over at the body of the moth, and they walk right past you, and within like
prevent them from stepping on me or something.
Yeah, they're stepping because your hiding spot is very well done, and they idiots apparently, and they walk within like 3 feet of you.
Cry.
And just kind of thump past you, and they've got axes and maces, and one of them's got a big crossbow, and they go over, and the one kicks the moth, and he says, "Boss ain't gonna like this."
Whoops.
And the other one said, "Someone killed his pet."
Whoops.
He says, "Probably one of those priests."
Do I
And
know
the other one
about
says,
priest?
No. And he says, the other one says, "You moron, priests don't use bows." He says, "How do you know it's a bow?" He says, "There's a hole in it, and it was flying. You think he did it with a knife, you moron? Of course they use bows. You don't shoot things out of the sky with a mace."
I like how he has to think of every weapon that he's coming up with.
With a mace. And he's like, "We best get back and tell him. The priests are closer than we thought."
Oops.
And he says, "We'll have to." And as they're climbing down, he's like, "Yeah, we'll have to scour this whole hillside."
Cry.
And like, "Yeah, it's more work for us, that ain't it?" And then they go out of your hearing range.
Okay. So, did I know what they were? Like, what creatures they were?
Well, they might have been. I don't think you've ever seen a hobgoblin before, but they might have been hobgoblins.
Hang on. I think that they would cover that in the gnome race. Let me just double check my sources.
Okay.
Da 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 da. There it is. Okay. Kobolds, giants, goblins, and orcs. No.
Never seen them before.
Unless, being in the mountains, that would have led to me seeing.
You might have. You have a good guess.
Well, I'd probably be like, those are some sort of goblinoids.
Well, yeah, because
just not with that articulate vocabulary.
They're very scientifically minded, so.
Yeah.
So what do you do now?
Cry in the bush.
The bush goes flourish.
It just leaks. Well, I hadn't got to making it into a tent yet, so.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave it now.
Okay.
And I probably need to go down a different way because that mountain face is probably extremely visible. So I need to find a way down that keeps me out of sight because I'm tiny again. and I don't want to be spotted. And if I can see
like
humans,
a leopard.
if I can see humans, I can see humans down there, and they can probably see me up here. So I need to be stealthy, but first I need to make camp and no fire because they would see me.
I'll give you 50 experience points for that.
Yay! Because I learned
No
from my
fire.
mistakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah.
Which we should probably mention it.
Yeah. When Lyric was a young gamer wizard.
I wanted to be
everyone else was asleep, and she decided to keep watch, but she wanted to read.
No, I wanted to write because I wanted to be a scholar. I wanted to be the scholarly wizard.
So she lit a candle that was visible for miles.
Now, I remind you, I was like, what, 8 when we were playing this game?
8 years old, so it was a lesson well learned.
Yep, because I was like, I want to
never
be
made that mistake
impressive.
again.
Because Dad was like, he's like, do you keep it lit? I'm like, yes, I do. Are you impressed with me? And you're like, and then orcs ambush you. I'm like, mother. And then it just.
It's an 8-year-old.
Well, I couldn't say it was like fiddlesticks. Ooh, crap.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's a mistake I shan't make again.
You shan't make that mistake again.
Shall not. So,
okay. Well, on that, I think we will retire for the night, as you retire for the night.
Yes, good call.
So we will see how well this did, and yeah. So yeah, we'll continue. To be continued.
Cool.
That